Definitely, we are Latinos over here.
She'll make us smash it and then put them in a bag.
An old sock or an old shirt.
One of the things that me and my family do that are eco-friendly are recycle bottles and cans.
We have a trash can specifically for cardboard and paper. We have another trash can for bottles and cans, and then another trash can just for trash.
Growing up, my mom would always be like, oh, don't throw the cans or the water bottles away. We would always keep them, she'll make us smash it and then put them in a bag till we collect a few, and then we would go and sell them.
Use flasks instead of water bottles to avoid using plastic.
So one thing that I think is really ingrained into Latino culture, no matter what your socioeconomic background is upcycling clothing. Since I was a little kid, I had hand-me-downs from my cousins, and I remember always, every time I grew out of clothes, my family would gather all of our clothes that are still good and put them in these like huge bags, and my tío would take them to second and third cousins in Mexico. And like, I think it's something really beautiful to be able to reuse something. It's still good. It takes a lot of the earth's resources to create clothing.
Definitely, we are Latinos over here, so any butter container that we have is probably inevitably going to be a salsa container or like a whatever container.
Reusable containers either from butter or ice cream, and my mom uses it to like store food. Salsa to put beans, you name it.
What is up with that? Like, we always put chile, like, someone tell me why?
Depending on how it is, sometimes she uses it to like as pots for plants. So we'll have like a random cactus that is in like a butter container or whatever.
A whatever container? A whatever container?
If that's how we can save Mother Nature, then so be it.
Me and my family, usually when we do takeout, we go ahead and use the Tupperware that the takeout came in. We'll go ahead and wash it and just reuse it over and over again instead of just throwing it into the trash.
Saving coffee cups, from Starbucks, Tia Mia, Red Coffee. Like, my parents just always took the cup home and washed it. And it's super useful when you like get up early and you're in a hurry. You can just make your coffee and you're ready to go. Yeah.
Also, a thing that Latinos do is we upcycle t-shirts.
An old sock or an old shirt, we will cut it up and use it as a trapo to clean like the tables and anything like that.
Or we put them on the end of a broomstick and we like use it to clean the floors. And it's useful, better than any stuff you find at the store.
It's cotton, and so it cleans your products, your tables much better than just any regular cloth.
Another thing we do is we turn off the lights when we're not using them. We try to open the curtains as much as possible to let natural light come in. That way we save electricity. When it comes to water, when we're brushing our teeth, we tend to turn off the faucet so we don't let the water run while we're brushing our teeth, and then turn it back on when we need to rinse.
Since the pandemic started, a lot of grocery stores have started using the plastic bags. I feel like it was mostly like paper or bring your own tote bags.
Typically, we bring our own bags to the store. However, sometimes if we do purchase the 10-cent bags, we'll reuse them for trash.
Use grocery bags as trash bags in our restrooms.
Like every time I go to Target or Rouse, we'll be like, ¿me das sus bolsas? And then I'll be getting those bags.
We try to reuse it again next time we go grocery shopping, or we use them for trash bags.
Another eco-friendly thing that we do is whenever we buy bed sheets, we keep the bags that they come in so that we can store them back in those bags, and we don't have to buy those bags for under your bed. We already have some in which they came, and we're throwing less plastic out and we're recycling.
I'm very conscious about, gasoline, so I try to make sure that I don't use it as much unless it's necessary. Of course, on certain days when I do feel like I want to go out for a bit out of my house, I do use my car. I'm very fortunate my car is actually a hybrid as well. So I know that when I park or when I'm on a break as well, it also usually tends to be silent, no gas pumps out. And on occasions when I really, really can and it's safe to do so, I also try taking public transportation.
And then also, I think something that I do personally, if I am ever working with a cardboard box or a plastic container, the plastic containers that you use to store your clothes in and stuff like that, I always see those just kind of around my house, and if my parents are like, oh, we're gonna throw this away, my brain is immediately like, can I use this for any type of film purposes? Can I store some things in here? I don't know. My hoarder mentality is oh, but I could probably use this. And then my organizational mentality, because as a filmmaker or a media creative, I like to be as organized as I possibly can. So any little container, I'm just can can I use it? Can I use that in any form? It kind of stemmed from my grandpa, who is like, anything that could be saved will be saved. And then you kind of just like look in his garage, you're like, Grandpa, why is there 2 washing machines stacked on top of each other right now? And then my grandpa would be like, oh, I'm gonna fix it up. Don't worry. Like, I'll fix it. I got it. And he's like, okay. And that's definitely like trickled down to my mom, and then it's trickled down to me, where my whole closet is just like boxed up in things. Like, do I need this? I don't know, but. You know what, if the excuse is to be eco-friendly, then I will keep it instead of it going into a landfill.
We are the best when it comes to reducing, reusing, and recycling.